Hi guys, welcome to my channel Lush Gardener. I hope you guys are fine and are safe. So this propagation, the leaves of this propagation was done on the 25th of July, and I had made the video on 28th of July. So from 25th till 28th I had let them callus, and then I had put them on the dry soil on this pot, and you might have seen this video on 28th of July. I will put the image on the screen. So what I'm going to do is I will put the image on, or the video clip, on the right hand side, so you will be able to see how the succulent leaves were after they were calloused and they were put on the dry soil. So this is how they looked. You can see none of them had pups. They were completely calloused. I had not watered nor missed the soil. And now this is today on the 14th of August, and you can see all of them, or I would say a majority of them have the pups. Now this one over here, the one that I'm pointing, 1, 2, 3 and 4, they do not have pups yet. So I have to wait for some time. Now since the 25th of July, since they have been taken out from the mother leaf, I haven't watered at all. You can see the soil is pat dry. Now this is basically a mix of 50% coco peat and 50% of filtered garden soil. So that's why you will be able to see a lot of coco peat in this. And since that day until today, 14th August, which is the present day, I haven't watered or misted this propagation batch at all. Now the purpose of making this video was because a lot of people think that if you do not mist the mother leaf will dry out. Now that's exactly the opposite. So when you're going to mist your mother leaf, they will shrivel up, they will dry out, or even they will turn mushy. Now the reason behind that, you need to understand one thing guys, because the reason why we tend to callus is because it's like let's take a very lame example. Let's say that you have let's take a very lame example. Let's take a balloon, and if you tend to fill balloon either with water or with air, you need to tie a knot, right? If you are going to leave it open, the water or the air is going to pass through the balloon. So you always tend to tie a knot in order to hold the water or the air inside the balloon, and that's exactly what we do with our leaf propagation. Now it's extremely important that we have to callus. So callus is basically your mother leaf is going to get sealed up. So the edges where it is open, once it callus, it tends to seal up. So basically it's like tying a knot to the balloon. So once the leaf has calloused, all the water, all the nutrients that is present inside the leaf is going to stay inside the leaf. Now until the mother leaf is fresh, until the mother leaf is plump, the pup is going to take all of the nutrients and water from the mother leaf, and the roots are going to get into the soil. The roots will also give a little bit of extra help for the pup, but majority of, I would say almost 90% of the pup is dependent on the mother leaf. So it is extremely important that you try to reduce the mother leaf from getting destroyed. When you tend to mist, the mother leaf will get destroyed. When you tend to add water without roots, the mother leaf will get destroyed. When you're going to expose this mother leaf to direct sunlight, it will get destroyed. It will start to wrinkle up. So as far as we can, we should avoid or we should delay the mother leaf from getting affected. Naturally, the mother leaf will dry out at some point of time when it is going to take all the nutrients, it's going to take all the water, because as and when the pup starts to grow, it is going to absorb all the nutrients and water from the mother leaf, and the mother leaf will eventually dry out. But if you are going to mist, if you are going to keep it in direct sunlight, if you are going to water it without the roots, the mother leaf will start to rot before the pup tends to come out. Or if the pup is like, let's say that this pup is so small, it does not have roots, and if I tend to water it, the mother leaf is going to start to die, and then the pup is left all by itself. And in most cases the pup does not survive because the pup is very small and it cannot defend itself. So it is extremely important that you delay the process of drying of the mother leaf, which can be easily taken care by not misting or dropping water on the mother leaf, not keeping this propagation tray in direct sunlight. Now you can see it is completely bone dry. I haven't even watered. I am not going to water it until all of these pups tend to get the roots. Now these have pups, as you can see, they have pups, but they do not have roots right now. So how come the pup is still surviving? The reason is because the pup is taking everything from the mother leaf. So I do not need to be worried. I don't even have to water. Yes, this one does have the root, so I have to be extremely careful. This one has the root. I have to be extremely careful that I do not dry out the roots. Any which ways, the roots are not going to dry out because they are going to take moisture from the air. But eventually, once all the roots appear, probably within a week or 2 weeks, all of them will have roots, and that's when I'm going to start moistening the soil. So just to give you an overall idea, from the 25th of July until 14th of August, this pot is completely pat dry. There is not a single drop of water that was added. So without adding water as well, the pups will still appear. It's not that you have to spray in order for the pups to appear. So guys, I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe, and keep planting.